and sometimes multiple injuries can be so disheartening to an athlete that they just give up. But every once in a while, you find that special athlete who just refuses to call it quits no matter what the obstacles. For the University of Florida, sophomore Kristen Stucky is one of those athletes. She has had surgery on both her ACLs, 7 surgeries in all, and has not performed a competitive routine since February of 2000 in club. However, she has competed twice in exhibition this season, and she will be competing tonight for the first time in her career on bars.
This athlete has as much heart as anybody I have ever coached. She is against all odds in the lineup. And she's such a beautiful bar worker. She's had a tremendous amount of obstacles to hurdle over. And only someone with great passion for the sport would be back in the lineup. And when our athletes see her in the lineup, that excites them. I mean, she is so inspiring because, you know, we've just seen her go through so many trials and tribulations. And when you see somebody triumph over all of that, despite the odds, it just makes you feel like, you know what, dreams can come true. And a person like that can be responsible for giving everybody else the incentive and the motivation. And to have Kristen in the lineup is something that I'm having difficulty putting into words. But from the bottom of my heart, to watch her do what she's done has really inspired the rest of the team to be at their best.
So we move to the second rotation with Alabama on ball, Florida on bars, and you can see the rest. And we will see sophomore Kristen Stucky on the uneven parallel bars.
And having Kristen back in the lineup, it's not only an emotional boost, but bottom line is she is so talented, a tremendous bar worker who's going to put up the big scores for Florida. Take a look at her form. Not a single break so far. Nice pirouetting combination work. Head down to the low bar. That's a hack salto. Very few deductions so far.
See the backs of the Kentucky athletes as they're competing in floor exercise.
Double duck. The dismount, the toughest part on that knee. Amazing job.
Nicely done.
That feels
oh, look
good.
at this, 9.875. Yeah, validation by the judges. It was good.
And here comes the well-deserved release of emotion. Anyone who's ever come back from so many injuries understands what she's feeling right now.
Kristen Stucky for the Florida Gators delivers a big score and has her SEC championship moment. We'll be right back. For travel agents and internet travel companies. Coach Jeff Thompson and the Auburn Tigers 1 bullet short of what they might need to make a major upset here tonight. Let's go down to Jen Hildreth for more.
We told you the story of Sally Cantrell earlier in the year, how she decided to come back as a fifth-year senior and pay her own way after missing all of last season with a knee injury. But Sally's story took a sad turn when earlier this month she dislocated her other knee, an injury that greatly affected this young Auburn team that had come to love their senior.
It brought tears to my eyes when she hurt her leg. It was just such a sad thing because she is one of those people that you depend on, and you hate to depend on one person, but you always know that you can depend on her, and it's just like I'll cry now because I like Sally as a person, and I think that it's terrible that things like that happen to somebody that's so great.
The whole team was deeply affected by Sally's injury, and Mary Nell showed a lot of emotion, but she also has a very positive attitude about the team. She told me they'll bounce back and things happen for a reason.
For Cantrell, the season was not without its high points, and you've said it before, every athlete's dream is to get a perfect 10 on beam. Sally Cantrell did that this year during her comeback, only the 3rd perfect 10 in school history for Auburn. And one of the reasons for optimism by the team is Lisa Clark on the balance beam right now.
She's been a shining star for this team. Jeff told me he predicted that by her senior year, she could challenge for that SEC Athlete of the Year honors. She has the physical ability, she has the talent and the skills. She work on cleaning up her lines, getting all that finesse that we're seeing from Andree Pickens.
So kind of a diamond in the rough, Lisa Clark, but it is the hope diamond of sorts for Auburn.
Talked about the big skills. Auburn really has upgraded the difficulty this year, finishing with an E-level double back. A great job for Lisa and Auburn.
She has a lot of confidence in herself, and as her skills develop, the team will have more confidence in her and in their ability to challenge, maybe not this time around, but in years to come. Kristen Sterner is going for Alabama.
Handspring front pike with a half. Nice job. Just a tiny step on that landing. These landings are so tough that it's really going to come down to those couple tenths.
9.8 for Sterner. Bama continues to set the pace here tonight, but over on floor exercise, we get our first look at the University of Kentucky. And Coach Leah Little feels like this is definitely her best team ever.
Now, one of our goals this year was to break that 96 team record. We just could not get rid of that skeleton, you know, the 96 team. It was just always there. So I said, guys, you know, you can do this. And so once they broke that record, and they've done it 3 times now, they are now the best team in the history of the Kentucky program, and they're pretty confident and excited about coming in here and wanting to make a difference.
You know, Brian, Leah told me her assistant coach and All-American, Robin Ewing, who's now Robin Bodum, had mixed feelings about the record-breaking score. She was a key part of that Jenny Hansen 96 team, and now she's coaching the best Wildcat team in history, the team that broke her old record. Certainly a bittersweet moment.
The 3 best scores in school history came this season. That's why Leah Little thinks it's her best team ever. This youngster is a big part of that.
Very talented athlete, a tremendous tumbler. You saw her opening pass, that double layout, just sky high. Front full front tuck. Again, I see it a lot with freshmen. She has the talent. She can tumble up a storm. But Leah tells me that one thing she really needs to work on is some of her dance elements, especially her leaps and jumps. There's a tertiate half to a straddle full, a little bit lacking in that full 180-degree split, something that she needs to work on.
Just finish it. She has the athletic ability. She just needs to put on the polish. Maybe a little bit in presentation, just those fine little half-tenths that the judges look for.
Finishing difficult pass, double back. Nice tumbling.
Michelle Gales for the University of Kentucky in floor exercise, 9.825. Mo Mohammed coming over to congratulate her as she walks away. Thinking maybe I could have done a little bit here and a little bit there, and we will see it before her career is done. So Kentucky on floor, SEC championships. Welcome back to Bartow Arena, and you're looking at Kara Waterhouse for the Florida Gators as she gets set to go here in rotation number 2 on the uneven parallel bars.
Bars has been an event that Florida has struggled with a little bit this season. They can be good, but they've had some major breaks. And they can't afford any here. Catching her Pike Jaeger, beautiful job, an E-level skill.
Kara Waterhouse is competing in the individual all-around with teammates Orly Smooch and Hillary Thompson.
So far, she's hitting everything, even the handstands, just the dismount here.
Oh.
Over-rotates it. She's struggled with that this year. That's a blind landing. Adrenaline is pumping. That's a tough couple tenths right there.
9.825, nevertheless, for Kara Waterhouse from the judges and the congratulations of her teammates. Florida Gators are hanging in there.
An impeccably clean bar routine. You really can't take any deductions on form. Her legs were glued together, toes pointed, a sky-high Pike Jaeger. Just the dismount that hurts.
And now we go to Courtney Puckett for Auburn on the balance beam. Beautiful athlete. She's been injured and out of the lineup for most of the early part of the season, but they're happy to have her back.
She was a junior Olympic national champion, a great signee for Auburn, but yes, she broke her foot on this event doing a dismount early in the season. but we saw her compete in some exhibition performances wearing running shoes at that to help give her support for that foot, but now she's back on top of things. Back handspring, aerial cartwheel, a very interesting combination. That's her acrobatic combination.
Teammate Lisa Clark, who we just saw a few moments ago, watching in the background.
Switch leap, wolf jump to a straddle three-quarter. Nice bonus points right there in her leaps and jumps. It's also a requirement to string together at least 2 leaps and jumps.
Equally powerful and lean to Lisa Clark, but the difference in their sizes is quite dramatic. I mean, this is 90% the size of Lisa Clark.
Courtney takes a lot of pride in her gymnastics and follows a special diet so that she can be the best gymnast possible.
Rochelle Thompson coming over to congratulate her. Rochelle sort of the same type as an athlete when she was competing.
Auburn has had 2 major breaks on beam so far, so the pressure was on Courtney, and she got the job done.
Very nice score for Courtney Puckett, 9.800 as we go back to Andree Pickens, the leader for Alabama.
Compared to Marlene Stevens' vault, sky high, rockets this one up as well, and she nails the landing.
If I was a judge, I'd just write, wow. Fill in your own numbers, folks. 9.950 for Andree Pickens on vault.
That ties the top score in this competition for Marlene. Andrea is the #1 ranked vaulter in the country. Doing this Yurchenko layout full, which was upgraded this year to a 10-0 start. You can't get any better than this.
Bama puts up a big vault score to go along with their score from floor exercise. Georgia and LSU on bye round, so we can't really talk about who's leading here, but Jen Hildreth is with the coach that seems to be in the driver's seat.
Coach, stunning performance for you guys on floor to start things off. What are you going to say to your team during this break after rotation 2?
Well, just relax and enjoy it. We've had 2 great events. I think we've performed exceptionally well, and now we just got to go on the bye and relax, and then we'll come out here and do a great job. I'm very proud of the ladies. They're doing great.
There's more in store as WorldSpan presents the SEC Gymnastics Championships. Don't go away.
What's that?
It's a